Going to sit outside today and make the most of the sunshine. These guys are both in their 20s. I've just plucked them out of the 5 Live studio. They've been talking this morning and we're going to have a good chat through what the difficulties are facing people in their 20s when it comes to managing your finances. Around 40% of people in their 20s say they've only got 50 quid or less in their savings account. Is that a surprise to you?
I would say it sounds familiar. The 30% of people not having savings sounds familiar.
I have something which I call a splash account, where that money where I can just splash on whatever I want. You know, if all your money's in one pot and you're just blowing it on everything, then eventually you're going to go to zero. I mean, now you whistle past zero, go to overdraft, right? So
I think the people who haven't got savings aren't necessarily like that bothered that they haven't got savings.
More than a third of people in their 20s say that they have made a purchase after seeing an advert online, seeing a promotion by a social media influencer, and they've bought something that they wouldn't have wanted to buy otherwise. Does that surprise you? Have you?
Not at all, no.
You
It's because
think?
everyone's on their phones, so again, from a design perspective, it's just so easy to just filter in like what people are searching for and to just place that on to social media.
Paid
Especially with these
advertisements,
influencers that are around now as well.
I think it's also like, you know, shiny object syndrome. Like, you know, the new iPhone comes out, people are flocking to buy that. I'm like, mate, you barely got 2 pence to run together. Why are you trying to buy the latest? Like, you don't need to.
Most people in their 20s say they don't own a home. That's perhaps not a surprise. A good proportion of them say they think that they may never own a home.
I only have one friend who bought his own house, and that was only a couple of months ago, here in Manchester, actually. And we're, 27? I know one person.
I know that owning a house is a great asset to have, but I think on the path that I'm on right now, shooting and aiming to have a mortgage doesn't really make sense. Like it's like literally having a debt for the rest of my life.
I guess I just want to keep my wings free to go where I want.
I agree.
Nearly 60% of people in their 20s feel that things in their life are more difficult than the issues that their parents faced when their parents were in their 20s.
In a way, yes, things are more difficult, but I think on that same note, we have things easier to a degree as well.
I do think that we have different challenges to what they were facing at the time.